Good evening, I'm Bird Basher. Tonight, we take a hard look at our students and what their medical schools are teaching them if it is so easy for them to go out and break themselves like fat old men. The hotly contested Tampa Bay Luke articles, will they conclude with him winning a Super Bowl despite him never having made the playoffs? We find out later. Our food critic, Dallas Bryan, will dig into the Chipotle pork scandal that is devouring his asshole. We go undercover to find out what exactly is that pink, meaty-like substance that Philly Chris is serving at his catered events. Our NBA beat writer, Bandwagon Decker, breaks down the NBA Finals. Out in the field, will our intrepid foreign correspondent, New Orleans Carlos, battle the Zika virus while he gets the in-depth reporting that we need of the Olympics? And in our fan favorite segment, Does It Smell Like Shit? Patriots Mark will smell an object and tell us, does it smell like shit? But first, we take you out to the scene of what is being called the worst tragedy since the Great Chipmunk Fire of 1988. News coming out of East San Diego today that a dog hoarding situation with implications of possible meat packing has been found. Channel 3 sent our on-the-scene reporter, Al Kahalik, down to the scene to gather info and try to make sense of what has been discovered. Let's try to get him now. Can you hear me, Al?
Yes, Bird, I can hear you. I may have a bit of trouble describing what I'm seeing down here. It is absolute chaos. It's bedlam. It's worse than when Batman destroyed the city with Superman. It is awful. Bird, we're here today at the scene of a grisly set of crimes. The Baltimore Shitbirds compound, Ravens compound, was just seized by police. The SPCA and police received multiple reports from neighbors about stink, smell, dogs, and huge trucks taking in vats and vats and vats of an unknown substance. These reports were coming in, they were saying all sorts of things. So the police and the SPCA finally decided to take action. What they found will shock you. They found over 300 dogs inside of this compound. They found the skeletons of hundreds of dogs. And they found a weird pink substance. The smell of feces, dog urine, and sadness are absolutely overwhelming here. Dogs are being found between walls, underneath couches, stuck below apple crates and mounds of apples. It is chaos. You can see pugs, chihuahuas, terriers. They can all be seen everywhere. They're in fear. They're cowering. It's almost as if they've been exposed to only one or two people in their entire lives. Things are utterly disgusting down here. Only a shitbird would live like this. During the raid, Raven's Matt was being restrained by police as his dogs, some of them pregnant and actually in the process of giving birth, were being taken away. As they were being taken away, he is yelling at the top of his lungs. It was quite the scene. "You're taking my wife and children! You're taking my wife and children!" Absolutely disgusting. He breaks down into tears, and we sit on the sidelines wondering, what is he talking about? He's married to these dogs? Whose puppies are the puppies in these dogs? We're not going to break the bounds of science here in this report today, but we are going to get into the level of disgust that is the Ravens camp.
Some might say that the Ravens have shit on their hands now, Al.
There's a lot more shit on his hands. There's shit on his face and his tight t-shirt.
Al, let me interrupt you. Doesn't the shitbird always have shit on his face?
That's a great point. He does always have shit on his face. Right now, he just has a lot more of it. All over. His face, his body, everywhere. His tight t-shirt, everything. In related news, Channel 3 News was able to obtain paperwork from inside and outside the compound. There is trash everywhere, so this was difficult to find. But we found substantive evidence that will show. Now let me tell you something. This is shocking. This first one here, this is actually a paid purchase order. Very rare to find. We figured it would be for dog food or for some sort of supply to run this tainted operation. But it turns out that this is actually an order from someone named Poor Nate of Jacksonville. and it is for 100 pounds of pink dog slime to be shipped to his home. This is disgusting. Poor Nate is so poor, he's eating the pink dog slime that's being created here at this facility. This is utterly shocking. Times are so tough for poor Nate. He must be eating these dogs as a paste.
That is truly disgusting, but understandable. After all, he is poor. A poor Nate.
I guess he is stocking up for a long winter. Disgusting. You know, Channel 3 found a second invoice. This one is from Chipotle, and this is for 2,000 pounds of dog pork. I think we can tell Dallas Bryan that all of his efforts for searching what the potential problem is with Chipotle, turns out it's gone to the dogs. The third and most shocking, perhaps the most shocking, this is a long one. There's a lot of details on here. But this is from the International Fantasy League Medical Supply Division. They're putting in an order to this dog compound. The first order is for a dog toupee. They want the hair of a dog. And it's being shipped out to Pittsburgh. This is awful. We also, they are requesting a working set of large dog kidneys and a liver. And this is being sent to Shit Francisco. Oh, this is disgusting. For Josh. Oh, I guess he's trying to replace his kidneys and livers, that drunk bastard. Oh, and of course, there is an additional order here for poor Nate, and it looks like it's a large dog Achilles tendon. And of course, one more, and this is devastating. A fibula and tibula from the largest dog you can find, and this is being shipped off to Buffalo. Assuredly, for his height extension operation that he's going to be going through during the off season here. And of course, we knew this one would come. Being shipped out to Green Bay is one very small dog sphincter. I guess Barry is trying to finally fix that gaped asshole of his. Truly disgusting. We'll now go in depth to find out where these people were getting these supplies, or if they knew if the shipbird was actually sending them dog parts. I have a feeling we know they were, because the owners we just mentioned, a little sketchy. Truly disgusting. So one final invoice showed a commercial pink slime order. This may be devastating to Baltimore Ravens fan, but this is 40,000 pounds of pink dog slime to be put into the form of hot dogs and shipped directly to Baltimore Ravens Stadium. So I guess free hot dog and beer night with your ticket turns out that you're eating dogs. Congratulations.
I guess you could say free hot dog night isn't all that it cracked up to be, Al.
Bird, I imagine that is disgusting even with sriracha. That's it, Bird. I can't take it. I'm going into the facility. I'm in the facility. I cannot even begin to describe to you the smell. Let me try. It smells like one of Dallas Bryan's Chipotle shits mixed with Cleveland John's breath. I may need to puke. Bird, I have met some employees from inside the compound, and one of them wants to go on camera and talk to us about what they saw. Can you please make a cut to that? Can you please cut to that gentleman that we interview?
I've worked at the compound for 9 years. I've seen thousands of dogs come and go, and we have had hundreds of barbecues with free hot dogs. There was so much odd behavior. We were not allowed to wear clothing, and there wasn't one person who saw the whole operation or the whole production line. The shipbird is smart enough to keep us from knowing the depths of his sick and twisted mind. The Raven had a right-hand man, a man he dates. We only knew him as Jimmy, Fupa, Grundle, or Gooch. We never knew his real name.
Thank you for that grotesque but informative report, Al. If it weren't for people like you, going through the type of things that you do, we would never know the despicable acts of the Baltimore Ravens. We will continue to monitor this report, as Al has said, and we will come back to you with more on this scene. I couldn't even imagine being in Al's shoes. We need to take a break, folks, so we'll be back in a moment with a word from our sponsors.
In the arms of the angel, fly away from here, from this dark, cold hotel room, and the endlessness that you fear. You are pulled from the wreckage of your silent reverie. You're in the arms of
Hi, I'm Kansas City Kurt. Will you be an angel for one of the homeless and helpless animals found at the Ravens dog compound? Every day, the Ravens' innocent animals are abused, beaten, and neglected, and they are crying out for your help.
and everywhere you turn, there's vultures and thieves at your back. Storm keeps on twisting, you keep on building that you make up.
Please call the number on your screen with a monthly gift right now.
Don't make
For just $18 a month, only 60 cents a day, you'll help in the rescue of these abused dogs from the Ravens' home.
this sweet
Call or join online in the next 30 minutes, and you will receive this welcome kit with the photo of one of the animals taken from the Shanty Ravens compound, an extra small Everest the Dog t-shirt, a Danger Danger or Warrant cassette tape, pomade forehead wax, and a custom printed dog whistle from the No Dog Left Behind Coalition. That's right, Lucy. These dogs will be given a second chance because of you. Right now, there is an animal that needs you. Please, call now. That is a very moving and powerful message from our on-the-scene reporter, Alcoholic, and our sponsors at the SPCA. This reminds us all, get your pets spayed and neutered and help control the animal population, because you never know when Baltimore Matt could come into your yard, steal your puppy, and turn them into puppy slime that will eventually be hot dogs at his stadium or a tendon in poor Nate's foot. This report has been heavy on the Channel 3 news team, but we have had to bring you the information as it's needed. As you can hear behind me, there are more police heading to the scene because we're very close to that shitty compound. Do not be a horrible dog hoarder like Baltimore Matt. And this has been Bird Basher with Channel 3 News. Remember, IFL, don't get raped out there.